Hi there. Today we're going to learn about some weird cults I found online. For the sake of this video, we will be defining a cult as a relatively small group of people having religious beliefs or practices regarded by others as strange or sinister. Our first bizarre group of worshippers come from Czechia, formerly the Czech Republic. This cult is called the Cosmic People of Light Powers, or the Universe People. This is not to be confused with the iconic Czech band, the Plastic People of the Universe. First off, what a name these guys have, and what branding! I went to their official website, and I felt like I was walking into a scam. Their website features poorly written warnings in 360p, telling us humans of the impending doom approaching due to modern-day technology. This UFO religion was formed in the 90s, and their ideology centers around ufology, and a belief that there are 10 million spaceships orbiting Earth waiting to transport their followers into another dimension. But it's not all sunshine and spaceships for these guys. Many in Czechia see this cult as dangerous, and eyebrows were especially raised following the mass self-destruction of the Heaven's Gate cult in 1997, due to the similarities in beliefs between the two groups. And in 2007, the People of Light sent suspicious packages to the Czech government that contained instructions on how to defend against alien lizard attacks, resulting in the evacuation of a government building. Next, we have the John Frum cult. If these guys had a Twitter, their bios would look like this. This cult, located in the island of Tanna in Vanuatu, centers its beliefs around the worship of the United States in the form of an American soldier that promises wealth and prosperity upon his return. During World War II, over 50,000 American soldiers were stationed near the island and brought loads of cargo to those who lived there. The cult exploded in popularity, as many saw the American soldiers as otherworldly beings. After the war ended, they built symbolic airstrips to encourage American planes to return. This cult is not the only of its kind. Cargo cults, as they're called, form when wealthy countries would come to impoverished countries or islands with seemingly endless supplies and cargo, leading many residents to believe they were magical beings. Once boasting thousands of members, the John Frum cult claims roughly 500 remaining members of the cult, who still celebrate John Frum Day every February 15th, which boasts extremely patriotic parades and celebrations, with many participants writing USA on their bodies. Lastly, we have the House of Yahweh. Formed by a man named Buffalo Bill Hawkins and his brother JG, and located in a small town in Texas. You already know this one's gonna be good. Bill and JG both changed their names to Yisrael and Jacob, respectively, after forming the religion. They also had hundreds of their members change their last names to Hawkins and low-key worship Yisrael, but that's a whole nother can of worms, we don't have to worry about that. Their doctrine centers around the belief that God's only true name is Yahweh, and they preach a sort of mixed doctrine containing beliefs and practices from various religions. Yisrael and Jacob believed that they were chosen messengers spoken of in the Bible to prepare the world for Yahweh's return, and would be killed together, then be resurrected. Unfortunately, Jacob died in 1991, and Yisrael died in 2021, so it doesn't look like they're on the right track there. Yisrael, you know what? He already looks like one of my characters, so how about I just... Yep, there we go. Anyway, he also prophesied the end of the world a lot, claiming the apocalypse would strike on September 12th, 2006, June 12th, 2007, June 12th, 2008, and December 24th, 2016. Again, missed the mark. Funny note, they had predicted nuclear war to begin on September 12th, but when it didn't, they said, actually, nuclear war was conceived that day, but must go through the natural cycle of pregnancy. Thus, a nuclear baby shall be birthed in 9 months' time. He also wrote a book about this. This is, unironically, the funniest book cover I've ever seen. If that's not true religion, I don't know what is. That's all for today. Remember, if you're not worshipping aliens, you're doing it wrong. Thanks for watching. This is Not Quite History, and I'll see you next time. Czechia. Wait. How do you say it?
Czechia.
Czechia. Okay.